Hey there, girlfriend. Are you using LinkedIn events? Well, if you're not, after you watch this video, you will start for sure. We'll see you on the other side. So in this video, I wanted to share some LinkedIn event best practices so that you can get the maximize of value for the effort and time that you put into these events. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is how to use these LinkedIn events to market your business. You're going to be surprised by this because I was dazed, glazed, and amazed, but you would definitely want to do this after we talk. Then we're going to also discuss how you can promote these LinkedIn events. I will give you some of the tricks of the trade that really would help you get the true numbers, really massive numbers, because it's really all about quantity when you are doing these events. And last but definitely not least, then we will do a step-by-step tutorial on actually how to set up these LinkedIn events. Let's do this, shall we? So let's talk about how you can actually market your business on LinkedIn. Now, oftentimes when people are using LinkedIn, they have their personal profile, like I have my personal profile. And before I figured out how to use this, that is really all I had. But as business owners, we can set up business pages similar to what you would do on Facebook. Now, the ideal reason that we do it on Facebook is so we can run ads. You can also run ads using your business page on LinkedIn as well. But there's a really cool feature that just came out here recently that is really just going to absolutely blow your mind. So when it comes to having these LinkedIn events, typically you would have someone just kind of check off and say, oh yeah, I'm coming. And I've done that numerous times. But there really wasn't any kind of follow-up when you did that because they would kind of check it off. Now, granted, you could send them a DM. You could even kind of tag them and remind them. And if they put it on their calendar, hopefully they would remember. But I can just tell you from experience, even you may have like 100 people say they're coming, but then you're like, okay, but they didn't register for the event because there's a link typically for them to register, or they just happily said, oh, I'm coming because they wanted to support you. And I appreciate the support, but I want them to show up too. Do you feel me? So what I found is this new actual feature that they're doing in the LinkedIn events on the business page that is really going to help you truly promote your event. So before I get into that, I want to ask you, do you even have a LinkedIn business page? Comment below and let us know that because I'm just really curious to know the stats out there. So now let's talk about how to promote this event, this LinkedIn event. Now, when you do this on your business page, one of the great things that you can do is, of course, you're going to invite the people that are already connected to the business page, that are following the business page. So those are the people that you're going to start off with first because they're already in your community. But in addition to that, you can also connect with those folks that have similar events to you. So for example, like one of my events was talking about building authentic relationships when you're doing business. So if I saw anyone that was doing anything about authentic relationships or anything related to introverts, because you know I serve them as well, those are the type of events that I would want to see who else was doing those events so I could invite those people that had already accepted those events because those are similar to my target market too. So for instance, if you were doing something that was associated with AI, you could go and find AI events, something that was talking about ChatGPT, because you know those people would also be interested in your event because you're talking about AI as well, just as an example. But this is a great way to really expand the people that are a part of the network or really a part of the event, and then be able to reach out to them and talk to them about the event as well. You can also DM anybody that's already in groups. Did you know LinkedIn have groups? They have groups just like Facebook. So if you're in some groups, and if you're not, this will definitely be the time for you to start to get in the groups where you can actually connect with those folks too. You don't have to be connected to them to talk to them because you're in the same group. So it's really a great way to really further expand your network on LinkedIn and then talk to people that that may not necessarily be in your group. Because this is really important, especially if you're not paying for some of the premium services in LinkedIn, like LinkedIn Premium or Sales Navigator. I have found, I don't personally pay for those, but I know that I can still connect to people that if we're in the same group that may not be outside of my normal circle on LinkedIn. So make sure that you're doing that too. So just really quickly, I'm going to review what I told you. First and foremost, you're going to invite your page members. You're also going to look at events to see what other events on LinkedIn are similar to yours that would probably have the audience that you're looking for, and invite those folks. Secondly, you're going to also go inside of some of your LinkedIn groups, depending on where you hang out, that has your target person there, and invite those people as well. And last but definitely not least, you can always send out personal invites to your actual connections so they can learn more about what you're offering as well and invite them. So be sure to take advantage of all of those four methods of further expanding your network, letting more people get to know more about your event, and just get the word out. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to go through a step-by-step tutorial on exactly how to create this event on your LinkedIn business page. So I'm going to move this up so you guys can see it. All right, so I'm going to go to my Ingafay Unplugged event page. I'll go here. And I will scroll down, and you see where it says events. So I'm going to click here for events. Okay, so now I have the event. I've had some events that I've had in the past, but since this new game changer came out, I have not had any. So I'm gonna make sure that I show this to you. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna get a LinkedIn profile. This is an event that I'm actually scheduling for in about a month. I'm gonna apply that here. Did it do it? Okay, so then the format that I'm actually going to do is I'm going to use an external link. This is for an event that I'm going to do via Zoom. The name of it, I'm going to call it Building Authentic Relationships in Business. We are going to schedule this for April 27th, and we're going to do it at 11:30 in the morning here. And it's going to end, we're just going to have an hour. So we got that. Okay, so now we have set up the date and the time. We are now going to set up the LinkedIn registration form. So we're going to click here. But what I want to show you is exactly what this does. So I'm going to show you some information directly from LinkedIn itself. So when you use the registration form, you can only use it on a LinkedIn event. So you can't use it for audio events. So that's first and foremost. The great thing about it is once they hit register, the form is going to be pre-filled, as you can see right here, with their name and their email address from their LinkedIn profile data. So they don't even have to click anything. All they have to do is hit register and submit, and they will be good to go. So that's really great for us because it makes it really easy for them to actually register. And then after you're able to do that, then after the people have submitted their forms, we can actually download, as you can see here, registrants data is only available to download for a year. But I mean, you're going to get the information way before then. But it's going to be a 4 to 5 day delay, typically after they register, to show up on the download form. But you'll be able to download that information. So you can contact them directly via email to remind them about the message. So there's no more of them registering for the event and you have no way of reminding them or contacting them because they're actually giving you their information. And in the meantime, between time, if you do it as far out as I am doing it in this particular example, it's also going to allow you to be able to nurture them, to provide value-packed type of information in your email while you are before the event, and even give them the paperwork for the event. If you have any kind of download information that you want to send to them, you can give them this information in the emails that you send out. So all you have to do now is to apply your privacy your privacy link, put in the details, add yourself as the as the speaker, and then you're ready to go. Now, because I'm just going to put it in here like some gibberish, and I'm going to have this document that I had before. So I'll hit next, and now the event is created. So then after you create the event, then you can post this to your page. And then this is what I was telling you about as far as sending this out to the people that are already connected to your page, because these people will be the first people to invite. And then you can go and find other people that have similar event to yours, that are in your groups, LinkedIn groups, that are just your general connections that you think would be benefit for the event, and just keep the information going. So this is the part that I absolutely love. So I'm just going to post this as an example. Now, once we have this event, it's already posted. Now you can ready to invite, and you can actually invite the folks to the event, like I said, based on your connections. But now that this event is all ready to go, now all you have to do is, anytime you are doing this event in the future, you'll just change the banner to the right date, and you'll keep this event, just keep it going. And as it said, you'll have the information for the next event that you can send out to them again. So if for whatever reason they're not able to make this event, you can send them the event the next time that you do it, which I think is just absolutely wonderful. So what I want you to do is get to using this event. Go and use it. Invite as many people as you possibly can. Let them know about the event so you can get the word out and let them know that you're doing this. Okay. Now, think about all of the different leads that you can get from the LinkedIn events. Even if the folks don't show up, you can still get in contact with them. But in addition to that, how would you like to be able to filter the folks that did sign up for your events, so you could really find out if they were truly your person, whether they come to the event or not? Well, the ideal way for you to do this, girlfriend, is the Savvy survey system. I swear by this, because I am truly able to filter versus convince the folks that come into my world to find out if they are my person, and that if the products or services I provide are really going to help them with their business. So if you're interested in learning exactly how to do this using the Savvy survey system, that is just the ideal icebreaker for an introvert, girl, just click that link below to find out more about that Savvy survey system. Go out, try this, let me know how it goes, and just get leads every month. And then remind the folks that didn't come to the event the first time or the second time or even the third time that you're still here to help them and reach their promised land. So thanks for watching, and bye for now.